I want to thank Mingomba. What you are doing even before you mine 1 kg of copper is unbelievable, and we are grateful. The first thing that I want to appreciate you about is the school that you've done in Kawama, state of the art. Kawama was a neglected place, not up until now. Kawama, where my brother comes from as councillor, they have done a state-of-the-art secondary school, beautiful. Better than most of the secondary schools that we have here locally. When you go there, it's computerized and everything. Thank you very much for that project. But also, as government in the locality, we haven't just stood, aloof to watch you. We have also done the very first bituminous standard road to Kawama. This area has never seen a tarmac since Zambia was born. I'm telling you. Now there is a tarmac and people are excited. With that school and the tarmac, children used to run to come and have secondary school education within here, because it's about what, 4 kilometers away from here? Yeah, it's a bit far. But now they will do their primary school there and go into secondary school within that locality. Thank you so much. Last week you did something that made me so emotional. I wasn't here, but I've been lobbying. Now I can say it because it's done. I was lobbying them through Mfikei and the whole team of Mingomba that I have a football club here that has been struggling for a long time. Can we please find a way to support them? We have Konkola Blades. I don't want to talk about how we've lobbied for them from KCM, but please do something about it. We had protracted discussions with Chairman Gideon. Where are you? This man, very passionate. He was running that club from his pocket, and other supporting members of the Konkola team. His phones, please take a seat. His phones, my phone and his phones became husband and wife every weekend. Sir, we are going this way, we have no transport, help us. I said, as I help you, I'm trying to lobby for you, so please. So when I linked it to him, Madam Fikei, I never used to sleep. Where is Mingomba? Last week, a whole set of jerseys was unveiled, brand new support for Konkola Mine Police. It's back on track. And yesterday, by the way, they gave you a gift. They won their league game yesterday. So why am I saying this? When a government decides to make a policy environment suitable, this is what we are talking about. That us, with President HH, we are not just talkers. We are walking the talk. When we say we need to open up so that investment begins to flow, some people were telling us, why are you saying Mingomba $2 billion investment? This is the consequence of this investment, your meeting today. That we want, at the back of our minds, is that they must create jobs for our people. Both direct jobs and indirectly through you, suppliers and contractors. We have done this for Mopani, KCM, Lubambe. We are doing this for Kitumba Mine in the Northwestern. Last month, the president was launching the S3 expansion, $1.25 billion. For us, when we are doing these things, at the back of our minds, it's you, the Zambian people, to access work, direct jobs, but also businesses. Now, we have realized as a government that we can not only end up at appealing to them. For the first time in our country, we said appealing to contractors and to investors to just support you by word of mouth. You can shout on top of the hill if they don't want, they may not do it. So what have we done as government, being led by a smart president? Local content. for the first time in the history of it, no government has ever signed a local content legislation to support your businesses. We fought with them, with the Chamber of Mines, until we came up with a document that will not disturb business, but also be able to support your businesses. So right now, ukumipela business imomwewe na Zambia, it's not by the goodness of Mfike or Mingomba, it is by law. Because what we have done, and this comes with a lot of responsibility, by the way, and I'll come to that point. How much time do I have? I'll come to that point. This comes with a lot of responsibility. So what we have done in the local content, and I want the media to catch us and please spread the word, because you haven't been talking about this, you media people. Negativity. This is a very positive thing for us. So what we have done is that initial 20% of local supply spend for the mining sector must come to you. It will grow and slide until it reaches 40%, isn't it, Madam K? I think you've seen those documents. You are going to have 40% of the total spend of any mine, you local suppliers and contractors. Now let me give you an example. 2021, I want to get the figures correct. If they are not correct, please, I stand to be corrected. But I think I remember that the spend was somewhere around $4 billion. Of that $4 billion, locally, I think we are only getting maybe 5%. The rest, capital flight. Now, we want that total spend, 20%, to come to you. Now, that is not a ceiling. That is the minimum. Meaning, you can go beyond now, but the minimum of 20% must remain with you, Zambians. Apart from that, these mining companies are now compelled to do what we are calling local supplier development program. And believe me, we are going to follow through that people are following this law to make sure they support you, contractors and suppliers. Apart from that, we are going to go to Pakra and check that all the companies that are being supported are local. You know what I mean by local? Because we have certain companies that could be Zambian registered but foreign owned. So that 20% is for local. Pafuire Pali, Kabwechanda, Ukuksaidi as director, or Monga Muya on the other side, all of them must be Zambians as directors in that company. And through this document, we have a report back system, and there are penalties for not doing that. This is the law that we have signed on your behalf. Now, this is your responsibility. Number one, as President HH has said, right pricing. Number two, quality. Number three, Nishan number three. These three pillars, a mining company will not allow you to give them substandard things. Remember, she has said you are competing. So a mining company will not allow you to deliver substandard. Number two, very expensive things. Sometimes we are addicted to wanting to get rich overnight. Number three, timely delivery. If you delay her shaft sinking by not delivering the things that they want to use, she may be fired. So if she says no to you because you are not delivering on time, don't say tabale toafwa. Because usually that is the language. I still give an example of somebody who went on the screen to say, this investor is bad because they supplied substandard this year. I'm sure you saw that video. That person who supplied substandard, when they were taken out, they went to insult on social media. It will not help you. These are mining companies. They want to produce, and we want them to produce. So me as Kabuswe, I will not support substandard, expensive things, and also late delivery of. No, I won't support that. So we have to do a balancing act. Your government has done its part. It has brought investors. It has supported you through a local content law, which supports you, which makes you as priority. Apart from that, we'll still continue singing the song to all the investors in Zambia to support local. And we'll be using that law to make sure this is supported. Mingomba has done it today by calling all of us that we be able to interact. For me, I've seen their intention. The social license. They have to have the social license to operate. And what is the social license? Is to make you happy. But business, business lubuli. Even when there is a law, we have to push and fight. You'll be competing through your quotations and all. But please do these three things. You that are contractors, I want to tell you that it's important when you are employing, you start with what is in Chililabombwe. Please. That will help you also to have a social license with the people. Zambians have woken up now. They want a share in the cake. And that is why we are doing what we are doing as government, because we realize that Zambians want a share in this cake called minerals. But we have to work together. So when you are doing supply or contracts here, please employ local people. By the way, Zambia has been mining since the 1900s. A lot of Zambians have a mining brain. That is why Cobalt has showed us by employing a Zambian lady to be CEO of such a, this is a huge project. I want through this platform, I know this is Mingomba, but I want to appeal to all other mining companies to take a leaf. During the negotiations for Mopani and Kesim, we were very clear. And both of them are at over 90% local employees. In terms of suppliers and contractors, it is slowly picking up, but with the local content that has come, you'll be spoiled for choice if you are a good contractor or a good supplier. You're gonna have a lot of business. That I can guarantee you. But if you are a bad supplier and bad contractor, how are your ball and shidimo? So please, let's up our game. Why am I saying this? I've seen it with CDF projects. CDF is a project right across the country, and the president has done so well to even increase it to 40 million. But substandard register. We give you projects to do substandard things. Where were my substandard? I'm telling you. Let's up our game. If we are to train our people, let's train. Let's spend on training. Let's spend on research and development. Let's develop our people. Na papa tasana mwituse banyapali local content. Baka tuwele la ba chamber of mines at fitatware mieva bantu ba feel wife. We are suffering because people are not delivering. This spend that we've given to you is not simple. It's a lot of money. There will be big projects for you, and you need to deliver. One thing why we have decided to sign this contract, this SI, because your president has 100% confidence that Zambians can do it. We have every belief that you are well able. If we didn't, we wouldn't have signed it. But we signed because we have trust and confidence. I've seen a lot of seasoned business suppliers and contractors who've been around the industry. We have trust in you. We want, as you do your spend, because you are here. Because you are here. These are true lives, true story lives. Lodges are full, restaurants are feeling good. Spend in Chililabombwe, please. Those of you that are not Chilis people, we want to feel you that you have spent here, so that our people can appreciate. So, Mingomba, we want to wish you well. I can't wait to come and, hopefully, before Parliament dissolves, come and launch with President HH or commission the sinking of the shaft. Kabuswe na HH mlela ndauka fifia kula ndauka. Mwai mona bola ile tekwa. Na mona kwa chefio ile chitate. That is not magic. Because production is going up. She's telling you they came 3 years ago. And the turnaround time for a mine in Zambia today is 15-20 years. Within 3 years, they are talking about shaft sinking. So we want our country to get back to where it was. How Copper Belt is doing, because this was the production area for football players. Most of the great stars of Zambia in football came from the Copper Belt because of the development programs of the mines at the time, including all these pitches, Madam Fike. This is mining. Panotwike Ponce, this is because of the mine at the time. All the infrastructure for rugby, hockey, and everything. Now we are slowly getting back there, getting the country where it is supposed to be. And by the way, yesterday in Parliament, we approved Miners' Day, where we just want to appreciate the miners, the suppliers, the contractors, everybody who has been in the industry. Because we appreciate the contribution of the mining sector to economic development of our country. So Mingomba, I couldn't wait to come to this supplier fair because it makes us proud of what the policies of President HH and UPND are doing. We are not even shy to talk about it because this is it. It doesn't get better than this. So for local people who understand our language, nisekeseke na ku landishen. Sekeseke na chitashani. Wemu inoka chitashani. So for those that may not understand, it means I have a ball here. I've passed it to you. The goal is open. Go and score. That is the role of government, is to create environment. Investment comes in, it opens you up. And I want to encourage you, please, in this era of UPND, let's have suppliers and contractors, when they get paid, they form consortiums, get a mining license, start mining. Yeah, I think you needed to clap for that. Akaletu kweteba supplier ngaba fola fie. Kwamba ukskida mushi. Kwamba kukwata ma Henken party. all-white party. Before you know it, they are broke again. So please, my encouragement to you, I know we now have a crop of responsible suppliers and contractors. My encouragement to you, when they give you business, form consortiums, form, companies that are JVs. Get a mining license and start mining. Why not? So we are so grateful to Mingomba for what you're doing. We can't wait to interact with one another. And those of us that are coming, please give these Zambians businesses. The law demands that you give them business. But also just by your own volition, without the law following you, just do it. Don't even end at 20%. You can even do JVs of 50-50 with Zambian companies. Shaft sinking is a specialized kind of, activity. We have very few companies worldwide who do shaft sinking. But as they come, let them, partner with locals so that the locals can learn the art so that we work together and develop our country. So thank you for the so many CSR programs that you're doing, Mingomba, even before you dig your first kilogram or ton of copper. And those of you that doubted the 3 million tons, this one is another answer to that. At maximum, what are you going to produce, Madam Fike? At maximum, I'm not saying when, but at maximum. 300. You're going to hit 300,000. So 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 is equal to 3 million tons. That is where we are rushing to. This year we are hoping and praying. We have pushed the mines enough to go beyond, or at least to be near or beyond 1 million tons for Zambia. The first, since Zambia was born, we will never hit 1 million tons. But your UPND government now is rushing there this year. So that beyond that now we can start looking for 1.5 until we get 2 million, until we get 3 million. The last appeal I'll make to you, if you are a business person, apart from maybe investing in mining, start thinking of doing a hotel in Chililabombwe. Start thinking of doing nice lodges in Chilis. Start thinking of malls here in Chililabombwe. Because Chililabombwe is the future. Lubambe is sinking 2 shafts. There is KCM, Mingomba. There is that mine at Fitowaula. So here, if you want to invest, this is the place. Ngamapanga area of supplier and contractor, do something here, something nice. Can even buy a house, break it down and do a proper lodge there. Because we're gonna have business, believe you me. Tefe Wangumbwe. So this is what we want to see. So thank you very much. I've got so many things to say because I'm so excited. But I don't want to go beyond anything because I may end up politicking and starting campaigns. So thank you so much for all of you that have come here. I hope that we can enjoy ourselves and create synergies and be able to form companionships here that will lead to greater businesses. For you that are foreign owned, your, what do we call that? Your protection or your insurance, get 1, 2, 3 Zambians here, partner with them. It helps the optics. So let's work together, both foreign and local. You're welcome to work in Zambia. I wish you well. I wish you success. Nimipan Tilabola, please go and score the goals. Thank you very much and God bless you.